Now we are live.
Hello everyone, watching from different part of the world. This is Gautam Pranoj. Joining me is Arjun. We are joined in uh, Donington Park National Circuit for Formula Challenge Season 2. Arjun, how are you feeling after the first race?
Doing great, Gautam. Feeling excited to what's going to unfold today.
Yes, yeah, should be a nice one this time. Very fast circuit, obviously. Donington Park, historic circuit, the oldest one, oldest motorsport circuit in the UK. I'm really excited after the first race. The first race was really fun and engaging. Most of the times, except for the first lap, many people handed out track penalties. But we are joined in for the practice, which will end in like a minute's time, and then we start qualifying.
Oh, I think we're about to jump
Let's
into
wait for
qualifying
that.
right now.
Yes, that is correct. Let's wait for qualifying. Qualifying should be exciting. KDB leading the leading the practice. Let's see if he can lead the qualifying too. Qualifying starts now. In 10 minutes we would see who will come first. Many cars on track. Qualifying has begun. Let's see who comes on first. Comes out in first. We are watching Tanish Swami. Someone's gone in the background into the grass in turn one, which is proving to be a bit tricky for all of the drivers. Of course, it being a little bit downhill into Redgate. Taniska had no problem with that. Was it Aaron who went out in the first corner? I think he is testing all of the track grip so that he can set a fast time for qualifying and then practice for the race. I believe they are well versed within the circuit. The circuit is very special with the undulations and elevations that you would expect from a normal UK circuit. Are they all bunching up for a fast lap together, Arjun? Looks like they are. Um, Although Aaron is letting all of the drivers past before setting a fast lap. I think he's on a double cool lap before going for a push lap.
That may just come
Or
back
is
to
he?
to bite him in the behind, given that he has the whole field in front of him now.
Yes, into the first corner, Aaron. We expect him to be in the top 10, hopefully in the top 5, and even challenge for the pole if he can get all of the corners right. Such a flowing track, Arjun. I quite like Donington Park. It is quite nice to throw the car into the corner really quickly and get it down for a fast lap. Are we watching Tanish Sami again? He is 10th in the leaderboard at the moment. He is now going in through the Dunlop Straight into the main straight, into the pit straight at the moment. Is it the first time he goes into first at 1 minute 7 seconds, which we soon see that falling down because it is not a massively fast time. Nasir tops the table. Aaron comes second with a 171. That is definitely not the fastest. We expect all of them to improve their lap times just a bit more. With the track ramping up just a bit, we should expect some more fast laps coming right up. Where is KDB? Is he in the pits? We cannot. Can I not see a lap time from KDB? Is he in the pits, Arjun? No, he is right there. There he is. Where is he? Let's
Let's.
go on board with NI. Yeah, sorry, did I cut you off, Arjun? Were you trying to say something?
I think we're going on board with KDB momentarily.
That is KDB. And he sets the first lap, purple first lap. That means fastest lap in the first sector. He was also fastest in the second sector, but I think someone took it off from him. He is finished fourth. Of course, with the soft tires, the grip of the soft tires, they are allowed how many number of sets, however they need to choose. KDB is now warming up his tires into the Dunlop straight, going into the pit straight. We are of course ditching the Melbourne corner. KDB is now starting his first flying lap. Let's go on board with him. Into the first corner, using all of the track, trying to get nice and decent momentum as it is the slowest corner on the track, I believe. KDB is using all of the track, not surprising from KDB. We expect a fast lap time from KDB. He is absolutely committed on the exit of Old Hairpin. Was it the Old Hairpin or was it Craner Curves? I just did not. Someone going off the track, but not distracting at all for KDB, as he has done this many times. He is now joining the Dunlop straight. He gets a nice and decent exit out of it. He is on par with the fastest time in the second sector, so we expect a nice and decent last sector, and we expect a fast lap from him. I expect him to go first at this point. Let us see where he finishes. He goes first. That was a nice call from me. How do you feel about that lap, Arjun?
Oh, that was a pretty hooked up lap. I think Envy, Aaron, and KDB are now going to spend the remainder of qualifying to see who can pick the other.
Yes, that is correct. But Nasir has also joined into the 1 minute 6 second party. That makes him not off a second or even half a second from the leader. So it should be nice to see if he can get a nice and decent start from there. I believe he can make his car as wide as possible, but obviously not as easy to defend in this track, as this track has nice and fast corners to blow. Some Pravit just found that the sausage curb is not the way, though not the fastest way uh, to finish the Dunlop straight. Such a nice track, Arjun. I quite like it. Very close to where I am from. Very close to Leicester. It is in Leicestershire. I believe it is the closest track for me from here. So if I was to go and visit a track, it is Donington Park.
Yep.
Quite nice track. I
And
quite
to
like
your
it.
point about its fast and flowing nature, that's going to mean overtaking. It's going to be pretty difficult. There's not a lot of places here where you can stick your nose down the outside of another car and not get shown the gravel trap. And conversely, people who are fighting are susceptible from attack from those behind, because you lose a lot of time trying to defend in any of these corners.
Is a valid point. How does TDA Silver fare? I believe he has not set a fast lap time, as you only have 2 more minutes to set a fast lap. Is this the final lap for TDA Silver? Let's see if he can get a nice and decent lap. Why is he why is he at last?
I think he
I would
just
expect
set
him to be in
a
front.
lap time of 110 right now.
Is that it? Is that his pace for the race? That seems a bit slow at the moment.
And he has
Is
about
he
two more
going to?
laps to try and improve on that. Let's see where he ends up.
That is true. Yes, yeah. Well, let's see. He is 0.03 off in first sector, but that is from his previous best, not the fastest time. TNA Silva is now reaching the old hairpin. He is in the Dunlop straight. Sorry for that. He's in the Dunlop straight, going for the fast chicane before the main straight.
Meanwhile, Steve puts a lap time to put him in P4 ahead of Nasir.
Oh,
Oh,
TNA Silver is not finding the track as fun as both of us, Arjun.
So if you remember, Pravit was on a flyer lap with the purple first sector before he spun there. So let's see if he can match that pace in the remaining minute of this session. I believe he has one more lap left in the chamber.
He does very, very good spot. But he is using all of the curbs and also the sausage curb to improve his lap time. I believe that is definitely not the fastest way to go around the track. But somehow he has managed a lap time that is not that bad. Is that Pravit again spinning off into the gravel?
I think that was TNA Silver. Let's ride on board with
Was
Pravit.
that? Let us do that. I believe this is the last lap from Pravit Sharma. Not the best first sector of him. Again, the fast and flowing nature of the track, light braking zone in there, very committed, using all of the exit curb, and nice and easy into the last corner, into Dunlop Straight, using all of the track in the exit, into the fast chicane. I quite like this track because most of the corners are very blind. And even the straights, Arjun, I quite like it. Let's finish Pravit's lap. Is he going to improve his lap time? He did. He did improve his lap time and goes fifth overall. Did he manage to get into the 1 minute 6 seconds?
I think KDB's on a flyer of a lap right now.
KDB is obviously leading in the qualifying session at the moment. In provisional pole at the moment, let's see if he can improve his lap time just a bit more and let all of the others know that KDB is the one to beat.
Oh, Envy puts up a new time. P1.
Envy goes slightly faster than KDB. That is a nice and fast lap. Looks like Envy had the qualifying pace over KDB in the last race as well, but KDB managed to get through the hassles of first corner and get the race down sorted. But let's see, let us hope that both of them have a nice race from here. A tight competition and a championship battle. Should be interesting. Going up the hill in the Dunlop Straight, into the chicane, and going into the pit straight. Is he going straight back into the pits?
He abandoned his lap.
He abandoned his lap. He's going straight back into the pits. But second is not a bad place to start, Arjun.
Not at all.
I'd be in second. I'd be happy with that.
Remains to be seen if he has the hardware advantage over Envy of having a clutch, which may give him the edge at the start.
Does he have it?
It's unclear, but we'll find out. Okay, everyone else coming to the pits. I think Pravit is out there.
Pravit is
coming again.
Looks like we are up for a nice treat between the first three, because they're not even separated by 1/100th of a second. Arjun. Aaron can also be in the mix if he can get a nice and decent fast start. First to sixth in the 1 minute 6. We do have close battle even from there. Seventh all the way down to 12th is in 1 minute 7. So the points playing position is at the moment shared by Envy, KDB, Steve, Aaron, Pravit, Nasir, and I, Mustafa, Tanishq, and TF Dexterask. Nice name. Quite like it. Let us wait for the race to start. All of the drivers get a breather after the qualifying laps. Of course, they definitely need the breather because they need to calm their nerves down for the first lap after the first lap incident in the first race. Let's see how that goes. Race is about to begin. Are you excited for the race, Arjun? I am very much excited. Let's see how all of the drivers fare thee with the race start. I hope they have a close but decent race in front. We are going on board with Steve. He's checking and adjusting the throttle to get a nice and decent exit from the pit box. No, not from the pit box, from the grid box. I am excited. Let's see how this goes. All the 4 lights are now lit, and it is lights out. Away we go. Envy gets a nice start. We are looking. Oh, Jarvis is up front, but Envy is in the front. Gets a nice start. Someone going up in the first corner. Top 3 remains the same. No, KDB lost his position. Oh, the leaderboard is a little bit glitchy. Ignore that for a second. Let's go on board with Aaron. He's in 6th position at the moment. Nasir got him in the first corner, I believe. Aaron was in front. Looks like everyone's had a nice first corner. No mishaps like we had in the last race. We are looking at Pravit Sharma. Not a nice camera angle at the moment. Let's switch to another one as we look at Pravit Sharma. He gained 4 places, or did he? I thought he started 7th. Now he's in 6th. He's in 5th. I think he started 5th, and he's. Yes, that is correct. Aaron is trying to go around the outside of Nasir, but that is definitely not going to pay off. But he is focused on a nice and decent exit. He gets a nice and decent exit, but the straight is not far long enough for him to go for the overtake, even if he had a nice and decent exit. Nasir knows that. He is covering all of the racing line as he can, making the car not as wide as we saw last weekend, but also trying to get a nice and decent round before Aaron comes and attacks him. Aaron looks like the faster car at the moment compared to Nasir, but he also has pressure from Pravit Sharma in the background. Pravit is going for an is he going for a decent launch down the inside into the chicane? That is a nice move. Even if he locks up, he gets the move done. He's in 4th place, and now Aaron loses a position, even if he was the faster car faster than Nasir. He is lost a place, Arjun. I was not expecting that, but that was a decent move from Pravit Sharma. Even though he locks up, he is probably happy at the moment, but let's see if he's sad about the lockup in 15 minutes time. That was a nice and decent first lap from all of the drivers. Quite liked it. How do you judge the race from this point, Arjun?
Very clean so far. Everyone got off the line through turn 1 okay, and we missed it in the background, but KDB got ahead of Envy right there, and Steve got into a little bit of a tussle that dropped him back, but as you can see, he's on a recovery drive right now.
He is definitely on a recovery drive. He is trying to get TNA silver. He did not have a nice qualifying lap, but he did have a nice first lap, and he's trying to defend his position into the chicane. Not a very good exit. Does that mean Steve gets a chance into the first corner? Very hard as it is, and downhill. He's pulled alongside. I doubt if he can go around the outside. Is he trying to go around the outside? He is wise enough not to put a car around the outside. Let's see how TNA Silver defends this one, because this would be a bit challenging for TNA Silver. If he can hold this position, Arjun, I would have a massive respect for TNA Silver. Because his qualifying pace was not that massive, but if he can get consistent laps out of these tires in the long run, he can get some decent championship points and end up 7th, which is not bad if you are.
Sorry to cut
If
you
you
off,
are.
but we have Aaron shaping for an overtake on Pravit.
I don't know. Is he coming back for revenge after the second lap incident from Pravit Sharma? He is closer. Pravit is decently covering the inside, showing that he's got no intention of giving a position back to Aaron. That is nice and decent racing from both of them. Aaron was trying a switchback, but that is not happening at the moment. Looks like Aaron has a fast understanding of the track, fast car underneath him, going into the curbs, using a little bit over, going into the grass just a bit, which is probably not the ideal line. His tires will be a little bit dirty, which would affect his long-term pace. Oh, that was decently controlled. A little going into a little slide. His car going into the Dunlop straight. Has he got a nice slipstream from Pravit Sharma?
I think he's dropped back a little bit now.
He has, but if he can get a nice and fat slipstream, I believe he can close up back into Pravit and then go for an attack. But nice racing up until the first 5 minutes of the race. We are entering into the last 10 minutes of the race. Envy is now trying to catch KDB. That was massively out of the track. KDB finds a faster line outside of the track. Is he finding another way to do a Donington National Circuit? Let's see if he can suggest a nice and decent line through here, which he does. He's into the Dunlop straight at the moment. I cannot see Envy catching KDB in this lap because he's a little bit far off Envy. Yet again proving that Envy had the edge on KDB in qualifying, but not in the race. That race pace and racecraft from KDB is proving him the driver to beat at the moment, Arjun.
Agreed. KDB is nicely controlling the lead there, not giving Envy the slipstream. And Envy is suffering a little bit from dirty air because you see that he's able to put in a fastest lap until he catches up to KDB and then drops back down. Like I said,
yes,
overtaking here is very tricky. Once you have the inside, you basically have it.
That is true. That is correct, Arjun. A fast-flowing circuit, not many huge braking zones, other than the chicane down into the main straight, which is proving that overtake is not something that we would see as often as in yo-yo racing in Formula 1 these days. It is not that. It is pure driving skill that brings the drivers closer to a driver and overtaking. As the famous Murray Walker once said, getting near is one thing and making a pass is another thing. I may have paraphrased that to my liking. Is Tanishq defending from... Who is he defending from? Is he defending from Arvind Menon?
That's right.
I do not remember Arvind Menon racing.
Something's happened to Steve.
Wow, did Steve lose his drive? What happened to Steve? That was a easy overtake from TNA Silva. Steve has gone down to 10th place. Oh, TNA Silva's... It looks like TNA Silva has found a missing gear in his car. He's overtaking everyone left, right, and center.
Meanwhile, Steve looks like he's enjoying the recovery drives. This must be the second time he's dropped back down and has to fight his way up. Seeing a lot of action today.
That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. I think he decides that if it is not the first place, he might as well just drive the race and overtake some people from behind. That is one way to enjoy racing, Arjun. I quite like overtaking people. But going behind someone and then overtaking might not be a nice way to finish the championship in a high. As he goes into the chicane, he gets a nice and decent exit to Tanish Sharma. Tanish Swami. Can he make a move around the outside here? Tanish says no. You are not allowed the outside line. You are, says Tanish Swami. I believe Steve is struggling a little bit, even though if he has some decent pace in one lap. I believe that is just a little bit ping from either Tanishq or Steve's side, because that looks like a slight nudge, even though neither of them came in contact in the live stream. That is a sad thing to watch, Arjun. That was sad. Even for Tanish Sharma, he drops out of the point paying positions. Steve gets into 9th place. Does that mean penalty is coming Steve's way, or was that a racing incident in your view, Arjun? Looks like Arjun is not there. He might have gone somewhere. He might have gone for a fancy cup of tea.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Right.
Did you see the
Yes.
you see the incident between?
Yep, 100%.
What is your take on that?
If I mean, the incident itself will be reviewed after the race, but Steve's definitely on the steward's radar at the moment. If I were approved right behind Steve, I'd make it my top priority to stay within 5 seconds of him, anticipating that he's going
Just
to
to
be getting
get
a
that
post-race
one
penalty.
Yeah, that is true. Just to get in front of Apurv, he doesn't have to overtake, but it is not mandatory that he gets a penalty. Is Arvind Menon? How many places has he got in the race so far? Is it too many, Arjun? Is there a way to know?
It looks like he's made his way beyond Mustafa and Tanishq and Steve, who were ahead of him when the race started, but then dropped back down.
It's a huge lockup from Arvind Menon, but towards the end of the race, 3 minutes from now and 10 seconds after that, which means Arvind doesn't need that tire for lasting in his car for long. He can use a little bit more, but probably locking up is not a nice way to finish the tires. Moving on board with Apurv. Has he gone to 11th? Desterax overtook him. So now Desterax is 7 seconds behind Steve. If he was to get a 5-second penalty for the incident with Tanish Swami, I believe Steve has enough time in his disposal at the moment to keep the place. But will that be a 5-second penalty? Will that be a 10-second penalty? I cannot see it being a 10-second penalty personally, because that was not his fault. But racing is racing. It doesn't have anything to do with personal fault. If you are at fault, you get penalized. Moving on board with Tanish Swami, he is trying to gain some of the places that he lost with the incident with Steve.
I think the battle currently underway is between Dextrax, Apurv, and Tanishq, who are all within basically a second of each other. Meanwhile, up ahead, we see an incident.
Was Desterask? Was that Desterask going off the track?
Right.
A little bit eager on the throttle on the exit. Desterax. Tanishq is trying to find a way through him, past him. He's struggling to find a way to get back his lost positions. That means Steve. Was that Steve again with Nadim Sonara?
With TNA Silver. Looks like they had a little bit of argy-bargy down the back straight. TNA Silver at the wall there as well.
Oh, that Nadim was running in strong point-paying positions. He hasn't still lost his point-paying positions, but he is under attack by Apurv. That means Arvind Menon gets nice position. Just by being on the right time at the right time at the right
And
part of the track
well within 5 seconds of Steve ahead of him.
is a nice point to withhold, Arjun. Are we seeing a nice battle between Apurv and Nadeem? As Nadeem went off the track, his tires must not be at the optimum place where he would expect it to be. Apurv trying to find a way past Nadeem and secure eighth place. Uh, Nadeem going a little bit wide in after the hairpin.
And he
Is
gets the
that
move
Abur
done.
making a move? Yes, that is correct. Nadeem is not. Nadeem is struggling to turn the car after the incident, after going off track. That means his tires might be a little bit out of what optimal place he would like it to be.
Meanwhile, up ahead,
Apurv defends that place really nicely into the chicane. Meanwhile, up ahead, as Arjun was trying to point out, the race between Aaron and Pravit Sharma. Can you see a way Aaron getting past Pravit Sharma, Arjun?
at this stage, unlikely. He'll have to hope Pravit makes a little slip here.
It's true. Into the chicane, Pravit is not making any mistake in the last part of the race. I think he is satisfied with the fourth position after his qualifying not being the most productive in his career.
Meanwhile, it
Uh,
looks like KDB up ahead is catching traffic with Envy still hot on his heels.
that is correct. Jarvis Simulation, is it Sim Station? Jarvis Sim Station is up in front of KDB, but this is not for position. KDB is in front of Jarvis. Is Jarvis going to make way for KDB? As he is he the last person? He's not the last person in the race. He is 12th. It is important for him to be. Was that
Gets out of
Jarvis
the
trying
way.
to give the position back?
And that's KDB crossing
KDB
the finish line.
finds that is correct. KDB started 10th is what the graphic says, but that is not correct. KDB started second, Envy started first and moves to second. Yet another race where KDB finds a way from second place in the qualifying to first place and finishes first, extending his championship lead just a little bit more. That was a nice race from KDB, although we did not see him after the first lap. He just cruised it all the way. That was a Sunday cruise for him, even though Envy was trying to be a tough opponent for him. Envy found that dirty air is not something that he likes. Dirty air, proving that KDB could lead the championship once again after the first round. The results are just a bit similar up in front. Nasir gets a nice third place. Pravit Sharma gets fourth. That is a decent result for Pravit Sharma as well. Aaron finishes fifth, even though he had pace over Pravit Sharma and Nasir. His track position after the first lap proved that he did not manage to get enough time to overtake both of them in front. Meanwhile, is Arvind Menon trying to make a pass? It is not. Is he KDB disqualified for
Oh
disconnection?
no,
It is just
it's the end of the
KDB
race
just.
already. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he just disconnected. That was a nice race, very action packed, even though the Donington Park did not offer a lot of overtaking places. Drivers found a way to overtake each other. That was exciting, Arjun. I quite liked it. How was the race for you?
A lot better than last week.
Definitely, yes, true. That is correct. All of them knowing after last race, going into first lap corner, incidents is not the way to finish a race in decent position. That was a nice race. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as all of the drivers and both of us from the Combox, Arjun and Gautam. Hope we'll see after a while and in for the pro category. Until then, I'm signing off. Arjun, have you got any last thought before ending the stream?
Nope, nope. That was a good race from everyone. Very little contact and hanky panky. So we'll see. We'll await the results from the stewards room.
That is correct. Until the stream finishes, everyone is feasted with a nice Gotifi SLS AMG, the safety car. Until next race, see ya. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.